Hello everybody, this is Deb from Just Do Something Homestead, and today I'm doing lots of little projects around the house, including making new signs for my farm stand. Today is Saturday, and that meant I was at the farmer's market first thing this morning, and believe it or not, I sold 85 pounds of potatoes, and I just dug those potatoes on Thursday, so they were very fresh. Well, I ended up bringing the last 3 bags home, and today I need to get my farm stand ready with some signs telling everybody I have potatoes. I'm working on some signs for my farm stand that goes down by the road. And I was lucky, my daughter came and she was able to cut these boards apart. It was an old shelf and she painted the words on them. And so up until now, all I had was seedlings and crafts. And so today I'm putting on these little hooks so that I can hang up some more things. And one of them, potatoes, we now have ripe, so I want to be able to sell them in the farm stand. And we have some garlic. So it's up to you, how you advertise. But one of the best things that I have found is to tell people what you have on your stand. And so I'm going to hang this by my fence and draw in some customers. All of my boards are the same length, and what I've done is I've measured where I want, which is 4 inches in from each side, to put these screws. And so now I am going to take my drill and I'm going to drill a hole in each one, just barely going into it so I can turn and put the screws on in them. So here is my drill. And down there is Betsy. She has to be everywhere I am. Holes that I drilled into these boards, I only went in about 1/4 of an inch because these are what I'm screwing in, and there will be a lot of weight when I go and I attach all of these and then hang it up on the fence. So I didn't want to drill so deep that it didn't have anything to attach to. So I'm going to screw these on in and get them attached. I use ceiling hooks and screw eyes for this project, and I simply picked them up at the local farm store. Just like that. And as you can see, I can't get that screw all the way in there because I'm not strong enough. It doesn't matter as long as I have it in there and turn it so it's straight, and they're all going to connect. All right, and this is what I have so far. And so that leads me up to the top, and up here I just have the circle, and I'm going to tie a rope to hold it around my fence post. Today started with the farmer's market, and this was the first day that I had potatoes and garlic, and so I am now going to be selling those in my farm stand as well. So I quickly made up this sign, and they all attach to each other. That was what I wanted to be able to do, so that the top one is tied on, but after that I can take these off and put up whatever sign it is that I have something for sale. So right now I have potatoes, garlic, seedlings, and crafts. Now next to this is our big sign that says hay for sale. And I can only fit about 4 signs on a fence post. So the next sign is going to go way over here on this side. And that'll probably be my tomatoes and peppers. I am down to just a bare minimum of seedlings. In fact, I think that this is probably the last time I'm going to take them to the farmer's market. But I was still having people come in and say that they can't find them anywhere. So I took 3 trays today, but I didn't sell any. So I'm either going to give these away or I'm going to find a little bit more room to plant a few more plants. What I sold like crazy was potatoes. And I have these potatoes in 1-gallon bags. They actually vary from 4.5 pounds to about 5 pounds per bag, but I don't sell them by the pound. I sell them by the bag, and those bags, I went back and forth. I didn't know how much to sell them for. So I decided to try $5, and my goodness, the people that bought them said, wow, that is a great price. So they went very, very quickly. Now my farm stand actually has a window right next to my table here, and I also have the big garage door open. So here's a little hint. Cover up those potatoes so they don't turn green. Now anybody that stops by my stand is going to see that it says potatoes, and then they can lift it and find that the potatoes are safe in there. But if you don't do that, they are going to turn green and you won't be able to sell them. I have also been selling a lot of garlic. I really wish I had had more garlic this year. It wasn't a strong season. It was very, very dry, and then it was too wet. So I don't have a lot of big bulbs, but I do have some small ones. Once I finish at the farmer's market, I just bring my entire sign that I had over there and I put it up in my farm stand for 1 week. And then that way I can sell the things that continue into the farm stand, and I can keep an eye on what's selling and what is not. And this is a brand new farm stand for me. It was a repossessed building, so I was able to get it fairly inexpensive. But what I like to do, make it yours, make it individual. I was a teacher, and so I have tons of books. And so I sell my excess books or alphabet stamps or things that I had personally purchased when I was teaching, and I sell them in my stand. And as far as taking payment on the stand, I do not spend 12 hours a day sitting in my stand hoping somebody will stop by. Instead, I have a coffee can and it says pay here, and I keep a little change in the bottom. I have never had anybody steal from me, and the amount of time that I save by having it self-serve, it is far, far more worth it than me sitting here. And I keep my farm stand open basically from sunrise until sunset, but my customers know if the flag is up and it says open, we are open for business. One thing I believe in is using what you have and having what you use. And so I had a shelf. It was up in the bedroom. When we purchased this house, it was not something I wanted to keep. And so my daughter, when she came to visit, she cut those apart into the same size boards and painted the various produce that I'm going to be selling. Now, what I want to do, the next step here, is to turn these over. And now I have another blank slate. And so I'll already have the clips on them, and it's just a matter of turning over what I have for sale. My sign is on a hill, so people coming down the hill are not going to be able to see what's on the other side. They're only going to see it from the one direction, so it works perfect. Just using a cheap paint that I got, probably for about 50 cents. Nothing great or important. I'm not measuring out where I'm going to put my letters, what they're going to look like, or anything else. I am just going to use an uppercase letter and write the word herbs on this side. And as quick as that, I have a new sign that says herbs, and I'm just going to keep painting different words on the back of all of my signs. All right, I quickly painted on the back of the signs I already had herbs, kids' books, squash. What was the last one? Beans. Now, I don't have any of these things except for the kids' books right now, but it is better to get them all painted when I have a few moments, and I am now going to drill the holes in the bottoms and the tops and have them all ready to go. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. And as always, have a blessed day, everybody. Bye-bye.